Monday night against the Browns might have been Justin Madubuike's coming out party. He showed off his awesome potential against the best guard tandem in the NFL right now. Before we get into any clips, it's definitely worth pointing out that level of competition. The right guard number 77 is Wyatt, who's maybe been a top 3 guard this year so far, and the left guard wearing 75 is Joel Bitonio, who's a 2-time All-Pro. And as you'll see, Madubuike beat them both. We'll start with this pressure versus Bitonio. Here's Madubuike lined up at 3 tech. He starts by threatening the B gap, but Bitonio is pretty patient. He's clearly wary of punching too early. You can even see Madubuike go after his outside hand here. But this is why Bitonio's worried, because when he does punch, Madubuike powerfully swats away both his arms and uses his lateral agility and power to cross his face. Watch Madubuike try to clear the desperation hands off him. You'd like to see him get the hand completely clear a bit quicker, but we are nitpicking. And if any of the other Ravens pass rushers had got any sort of push themselves, then Baker might be walking into a sack or at least a hit. This type of rep from a defensive lineman has been missing from the Ravens roster for a long while. I'm not sure we've ever had a player with his combination of power and lateral quickness and speed at the position. He was beating offensive linemen like a drum in college when left 1v1, and it's nice to see that already translating in his rookie season. Here's Madubuike, and this time he'll get the pressure versus Teller. This is a pretty spectacular pass rush. This time he's going to go straight upfield into the guard, but again he's attacking the hands. Watch him catch the hands and swat them away with so much force he literally throws Teller to the ground. Look at that power. Also worth noting, he's ostensibly drawing a double team here, but he's too quick for the tackle to even get across to help. He flushes Baker out of the pocket and nearly gets him. In fact, if you look closely, he's tackled by Teller as he's falling to the ground, which stops him from being able to pursue. But otherwise this rep is pretty exciting, especially full speed from the All-22. Here's Madubuike opposite Teller again, and it's the same formula. He's winning with his hands at the point of attack. Again, he catches this punch before it gets to his body and swats the hands away. Watch him start to bend the edge and keep working his hands to keep himself free as he's turning the corner. And he gets hooked pretty egregiously here. Not sure you can get a much more obvious hold with 2 referees looking right at it. Really not sure how they didn't call that. There wasn't much else for them to look at. But the common themes here are that he's winning with his quickness, his power and his hands. His hand usage especially is helping him win. It's really advanced for somebody this early into their career. The Ravens probably haven't had this kind of potential interior threat from a defensive tackle since Haloti Ngata, who very interestingly wore the same jersey number that Madubuike is wearing right now. So let's see him against the run. Here's Madubuike, and the Browns are running a wide zone on this play. Watch him use his lateral quickness to stay in this B gap and get his outside hand into the chest of the tackle. He splits the offensive lineman, and look how the tackle's already desperately leaning, and he chases down Nick Chubb from the backside. Look at the tackle try and tackle him in desperation. And this is fairly typical of Madubuike's play so far as a rookie. He's been chasing guys down from behind who by rights he should have no chance to stay with. In fact, on the broadcast you could hear Deshaun Elliott getting hyped by this play. It really seems like he's already a popular figure with some of the vets on the defense, who all seem to be really rooting for him to succeed. Madubuike up against Bitonio again. He manages to stay in his gap outside. He gets his hands into the chest of Bitonio and controls him in the gap. Look at him extend here and keep his eyes in the backfield, which means that as Chubb plants here, Madubuike instantly sheds Bitonio, ripping and getting his arm over. Something's gone wrong on the backside of the play here to allow Chubb to get some yardage, but that's not really our concern watching Madubuike. It's nothing to do with him. From the all-22 angle, you can see how strong he is at the point of the attack. We'll finish up with a play that just shows off his speed. Here's Madubuike. He's kept free here by Queen firing into the guard. It would normally be the other way around. I'm not really sure what was going on, but it worked. But again, watch Madubuike chase down Nick Chubb from behind to stuff this play at the line of scrimmage. There's more to his game than just pursuit speed. I've seen him do well against double teams too. He's been holding up really well at the point of attack. Madubuike has been my guy since before the Ravens drafted him. I'm beyond excited at how quickly he's ascending. If this is a sign of things to come, then watch out, because this is an element the Ravens have been missing on defense since Nata left after 2014. PFF aren't the be-all end-all, but they gave Madubuike an elite 90 grade for his performance against the Browns, which is exceptional. Even more exceptional when you take into account the competition, which is probably the highest level of competition a defensive tackle could face this year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully it won't be quite as long.